Hey, I just watched Escape Room Tournament of Champions. I was a big fan of the first Escape Room. It involved a group of strangers deciding to solve a series of riddles and puzzles in an escape room that a group of people had gone to before, and they weren't able to get out and they burned in a fire. So the reason I really liked part one, it has a similar setup to Saw, but it's more psychological. It's not very gory. And it's one of those movies that's a bit similar to Cube. You have to use your mind more and think. It's not just about the traps and the gore. It's just a bit more psychological. And part two deals with two survivors from part one, Zoe and Ben. Zoe's hell-bent on finding out more about who's behind the escape room, why they wanted them to go to it, what was the end game. And unfortunately, she and Ben end up in another similar scenario with a group of people who survived past escape rooms. So I was interested in this movie also because it stars Holland Roden. She's known mostly for her stint on Teen Wolf a couple years ago. Between her and Zoe, I think they had a really good arc in the movie. Holland Roden really stood out to me. She was definitely a sympathetic character, and I really liked how they upped the ante on the setups in the movie and the traps. And you also got a sense of where they might be taking the series in the future. It is open for another sequel, as you see while you watch the movie. I wouldn't mind a third movie, but I don't want the series to overstay its welcome. Like, I don't think it needs, 8 or 9 movies. I wouldn't be mad if it stopped at 3 movies. A good trilogy. I don't want it to, you know, just become a money making franchise and they just keep pumping them out just because they make money. Like I said, they're like the anti Saw movies. You have some gore, but it's realistic. It's not like buckets and buckets of blood. The sound design is also really good in the movie, too. And like I said, the traps and the settings that they have to try to escape and solve are really cool. And the movie's pretty short. It's about 87, 88 minutes. It's not super long. And I could kind of tell where the movie was going once it started, if you watched part one. Part one, I think, is on Stars and whatnot, and is able to stream. But I really liked Zoe and Ben's friendship, and how it evolved more from part one, and their bond from surviving the first escape room movie, obviously. So I like that it didn't rely on gore. It was more emotional. You got an attachment to the characters and you didn't want anything bad to happen to them. And like I said, I hope they close it out with one more movie, but I could probably see them doing a few more if part two does well at the box office and whatnot. So I guess we'll see. Really liked Holland Roden. Really liked Zoe and Ben's characters. Just overall, it was a nice, psychological movie, to just kick back and watch. And I enjoyed it. I'd probably watch it again. And I liked how it furthered the mythology of the organization behind the escape rooms. So I guess we'll see where they take the series if they make a third one. And I'm sure they probably will. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I tried to take it to a different location other than sitting on my bed. So let me know what you think. Better setup, me sitting in a chair at a computer. So I hope you enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed the movie. And that's it for now. I'll catch you on the flip side.